Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Tonight, the Central Heights Vikings are in Osage City to take on the Indians. Tonight's Game of the Week is brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Lamb Roberts Funeral Home. Our Game of the Week sponsors also include Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, and the Ottawa Herald, the City of Ottawa, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King, Dials Construction, Four Corners Roofing, and Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill coming soon. Now, with tonight's KOFO Game of the Week, here's Luke Queen.
Welcome everybody into the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week pregame show. Luke Queen with you at Osage City High School this evening, where the Central Heights Vikings have traveled over here to Osage to take on the Osage City Indians. They are actually going to get ready for the national anthem, so we're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout where we'll come back to preview this game. You're listening to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week here on KOFO.com.
You've worked hard to put a roof over your family's head, so when it needs repair or needs to be replaced, hire a roofing company that will work just as hard for you. Four Corners Roofing in Wellsville, 785-883-2066, or visit fourcornersroofing.com.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today, because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
What it means to be you brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Whether you're in the game or working around the house, injuries happen, but not all of them warrant a trip to the ER. For sprains, minor cuts, and less serious ailments, Advent Health Ottawa's Express Care Clinic can help. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Advent Health Ottawa, helping you feel whole. Visit AdventHealthOttawa.com. Where do you go for fun and entertainment? Here's an idea. Go bowling at the new Fusion Alley in South Ottawa. Fusion Alley is equipped with cutting-edge technology in a bright and exciting atmosphere that the whole family will love. Join a league, host a birthday party, enjoy a night out with friends. And don't forget about Cosmic Bowling every Friday and Saturday night at 9:30. For more information about your new location for fun and entertainment, just visit online at FusionAlleyOttawa.com. Fusion Alley, good, clean fun at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in South Ottawa.
Yeah, welcome back to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week pregame show. Again, I am Luke Queen at Osage City High School, where the Central Heights Vikings have traveled down to take on the Osage City Indians here this evening. Week 6 of high school football action. Central Heights coming in at 0-5 on the season. The Osage City Indians 3-2 have won 3 consecutive ball games after starting out the season 0-2. 2 weeks ago, they defeated West Franklin here at home 34-6. It was a game shortened up by the weather that came in with the 34-6 score. The decision was made that the game would not continue from its place where it stopped. And then last week, Osage City went on the road and defeated Oskaloosa by a final score of 23-14. Last week, Central Heights had the task of facing Silver Lake, always a dominant power in high school football. They were defeated last week 48-0. Prior to that, just 2 weeks ago, they might have had maybe one of the best games across the state of Kansas. It was a 5-overtime thriller. That game was against Oskaloosa back at Central Heights, and they were defeated that night in the 5th overtime, 48-42. So really exciting if you've never seen overtime high school football in the state of Kansas where the rule was adopted. They have ball at the 10-yard line, 4 plays to get it in, barring a penalty for an automatic first down. But it is really, really exciting type of football. But Central Heights came out on the losing end of that one as they sit at 0-5, coming in against the 3-2 Indians here at Osage City tonight. Leaders for Central Heights rushing the football. Tony Kirkland leads the way on the season at 66 yards per game. Passing, junior quarterback Cass Burrows is averaging just under 25 yards passing per contest. Leading the team in tackles, Brady Burson with just under 8 tackles per game. As a team, it's really been trying to get the ball into the end zone has been Central Heights' issue on the year. Outside of that game against Oskaloosa in 5 overtimes, they've in their other 4 contests have only put 12 points on the board, and in the first game at Linden, they got their only points on a 95-yard kickoff return, and if I do recall, that was Coy Newell who took the opening kickoff back for the touchdown that night for the Vikings. So averaging about just over 163 yards per game, just over 10 points per contest. Osage City got off to a slow start offensively, have been scoring more as of late. They've won their last 3 ball games, 18-13 back on the 20th of September against Council Grove, again beating West Franklin 34-6 2 weeks ago, and then last week they knocked off Oskaloosa 23-14 at Oskaloosa. Leading the way, Brody Luttrell, averaging 56 yards per game rushing. Landon Boss leading the way, passing at 56.4 yards passing contest. Leading tackler is Dane Whalen for the Indians. He's averaging just under 11 and a half tackles a game as a team. 201 yards per contest offensively and averaging just 17.2 points per game. But again, in their last 3 contests, 18, 34, and 23 points scored respectively. So been doing a much better job offensively have the Osage City Indians the last few weeks. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds with a little bit more of your KOFO.com High School Game of the Week pregame show. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
You've worked hard to put a roof over your family's head, so when it needs repair or needs to be replaced, hire a roofing company that will work just as hard for you. Four Corners Roofing in Wellsville, 785-883-2066, or visit fourcornersroofing.com.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT Building or online at orcottawas.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Yeah, welcome back to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week pregame show. Luke Queen at Osage City High School, where tonight the Osage City Indians host the Central Heights Vikings here in Week 6 of high school football action. Central Heights 0-5 on the season. Osage City 3 consecutive victories as they sit 3-2 on the year. Expect a good football game between these two teams. Looks like 2 teams are ready to go. There's still about a minute left on the clock, but they're going to go ahead and set up the tee, so we'll probably get started just a touch early, so we'll keep it right here for the for this ball game. Osage City actually won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half. Central Heights will receive the opening kickoff here this evening. Hayden Kirkpatrick is set to kick it away for Osage City. And the kick is away. Short kick bounds down at about the 20, picked up there. It looks like Tony Kirkland on the return out across the 30, and he'll be taken down at about the 35-yard line. It looks like that's where the near side officials got him about the 36, the far side, and it looks like it'll be about the same. They're going to start out here at the 36-yard line. First down and 10 for the Vikings. Vikings want to control this game on the ground, see if they win it up front. Really looking to find that end zone the way they did a couple weeks ago when they were against Oskaloosa. Rose in the shotgun. Twin receivers split each side. Well, they're going to go in motion, and it'll be a run right up the middle. Positive yard on the gain there. And that was a direct snap. It was Brady Burson who was lined up in the backfield. They had split everyone else wide out. Detweiler went motion left to right, and it was a fake there on the jet sweep. Burson carried it forward for a gain of about 3. We're going to call it second down and 7. This time Burrows in the backfield. He's going to turn, and he'll give it there, and that's going to be a handoff, it looks like, to Coy Newell, the ball carrier. He's out across the 45 down to the 46. And I believe that's enough for the first down, as it is right about at the line that I am sitting at. And I look at it there, and it looks to be the nose of the football is beyond that marker. And it's going to be a timeout for measurement. So the officials will call for the chains here. It'll bring third down and inches. But from my vantage point, this sure looks like this was enough for the Central Heights first down. And it is by almost the length of the football, a first down for Central Heights. So the Vikings get the first. They'll be first down and 10. It's time the ball at the 46-yard line, just shy of midfield. Start here for the Vikings, gained about 3 on the first down to have the 7 necessary on second down. Twin receivers each side. Again, Burson alone in the backfield. He's going to bring it along the left side, carrying it into the secondary, across midfield down to about the 45. And looks like there was a flag here along the near side. We'll see what the call is. We've got a holding against Central Heights. The flag is right down in line with the line of scrimmage. So it's from the spot of the foul, it's going to back them up 10 yards. So from the line of scrimmage, it'll bring it back to first down and 20 now for Central Heights. I did not see the hold as it occurred, but from the near side official would be out right in front of the Osage Indians bench. Central Heights going from south to north here in quarter number 1. First down and 20, Central Heights. In Burson, in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Burson going to take this when he's out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and 14, shy of 15 yards to go for Central Heights. Central Heights going with a little bit more of a wildcat almost look here on their first few plays. A little bit different than what we're used to seeing. And it's Burson alone in the backfield from receivers each side. Going to come in motion. The handoff is to Detweiler. He's going to try the right side. He's across the original line of scrimmage. She'll be tackled down out of bounds along the far sideline. It's going to be short of the 50-yard line. So it'll bring up third down and about 7, maybe 8 yards to go. Once they put it down, I'm going to say it's 7 yards. Third down and 7 here for Central Heights. They've gained 13 yards on the first two plays here, as it was first down and 20 after the penalty. The Vikings do here. Going to stay with the same look. Twin receivers stacked here on the near side. Twin receivers split on the far side. Person takes it. He's going to try the middle now. Moves a little bit to the right side. He's across midfield, and he'll be taken down at about the 49, maybe the 48. Depends on the spot here. Let's call it the 49. Again, they've got to get inside the 45, probably at least to the 44-yard line here for the first down. So 4th down and 5 to go. And it looks like the Vikings are going to come out in punt formation. On the first drive of the game, Central Heights about 3.5, going to push it towards 4 minutes. Punt is away, and it'll bound down at about the 30, and it'll be down there inside the 30 at about the 29. So that's where Osage City will take over with 8:18 remaining here in the first quarter. No score. Penalty came back to really hurt the Vikings there as they came up short of the first down. They were able to move the football, but 1st and 20, they just weren't able to get back through it in their 3 downs and had to kick it away. And in Boss, quarterback for Osage City in the shotgun. In the turn, he fakes it, and he's going to roll out to the right, throwing it here along the right sideline. The pass is a little high for the intended receiver and will fall incomplete. The pass intended for Tyler Sage here along the near sideline. There was a little bit of pressure, and Boss had to roll out to his right. Throw kind of sailed on him just a little bit. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 as the ball fell incomplete. Boss in the shotgun net again. This time he is going to give it. The handoff is to Reed Crawford. Crawford into the secondary, and he'll be tackled down as he gets across midfield, 22 yards on the carry. It's down to the 49-yard line. Reed Crawford, good run off of right guard. There's a good hole for Crawford to run through. 1st and 10. Osage City quickly. Boss back to pass. Nowhere to really go. Now he'll throw it here along the near side. It is thrown away, out of bounds. Pass is no good. There is a flag back in the offensive backfield. That's usually an area of holding, and it is going to be a holding call on Osage City. So they're going to mark off 10 yards there from Osage City. And it's from, we're going to call it from about the 49. So this will back them up inside the 40, about the 39-yard line, where the ball will be placed down. They've got to get 22 yards here. Stays first down, and 22 coming up here for Osage City. Us twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Give is to number 16, Brody Luttrell. He is out near midfield where he'll be tackled down, so a gain of about 10, maybe 11 yards on the play. It's right at midfield, so it definitely is 11-yard carry and need to moving it forward now to the 49, so they're in Viking territory. Still 11 yards to go as they've got to get across the 39-yard line. One receiver's right, single receiver left. Boss, high snap, going to turn, give the ball to Crawford. Crawford breaks the first tackle into the secondary across the 40, down inside the 35, taken down at about the 34-yard line. So good for a first down inside the 35. First down and 10, the ball at the 34. Osage City going no huddle here as they quickly come up to the line. Again, two receivers split wide to the right, single left. Boss looking to pass, throwing left side. Pass is complete out there. It's Garrett Fager. Fager makes the first man miss and the second man. Now he's on the run down the sideline, and he will dive. And it is whistled down just short of the goal line as he'll be maybe stepped out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Fager, nice moves to make the first couple tacklers miss, and then it was definitely out in open space when he made a miss, so it would have been a tough tackle there. So first down and goal, the ball at the 1 yard line here in Osage City, going no huddle. Boss in the shotgun. Turn and give to Crawford. Crawford is hit at the goal line but falls in. So Reed Crawford with the 1 yard touchdown run for Osage City. And the Indians take 6-0 lead here in quarter number 1. Winning the extra point attempt. Big wide spread formation. A little bit an odd formation. And they're going to go for 2 here. And the pass over the middle is complete there. The 2-point pass from Kirkpatrick to Jay Sprinter. And the 6:34 remaining here in the first quarter. It is Osage City 8 and Central Heights 0. So Central Heights going to get this kickoff here and see if they can avoid the penalty. They were moving the ball well in their last possession. We're going to keep it here through this kickoff. The team's meeting just right on their sidelines to discuss this. Now Osage City going to jog out onto the field to get ready to kick this ball away. The entire Central Heights Viking team is all huddled up at about the 25-yard line. So the start that Osage City wanted to get points on the board early. Central Heights going to have to try and get an answer here. Osage City was going with tempo there on that first drive. A lot of no huddle situations there for Osage City. Kirkpatrick again back to kick this ball away. Kirkpatrick approaches the kick. Short kick. It's going to fall down at about the 34. Big bounce and nice job to go get it out of the air for Central Heights. Carson Wood, freshman on the kickoff team there, was able to go up. Big bounce as the ball went down at about the 32, bounded up in the air. And Wood had to go jump up and bring that ball down. So first down and 10, the ball at the 32 for Central Heights. Gonna stay with shotgun formation. Coming in motion is Newell. Snap is taken there. Not much to go on. Loss of about a half a yard on the play. That time it was Tony Detweiler with the carry. Loss of about a half a yard, maybe a yard there. Second down and 11 as the ball is back in just right at the 31-yard line. Got to get out across the 42 for the first down. Central Heights comes out of the huddle. And twin receivers each side. Like Burson, he's going to throw it this time. Pass complete along the right side. It's out about the 35, across the 35, and about to the 36-yard line. So a good second down play on the quick pass right there. They're down in 5, long 5 coming up here, maybe for Central Heights. Good pass from Burson. Third down and 5 here for the Vikings. Twin receivers each side, stacked both sides. Burson in the shotgun. He's going to drop back, looking to pass. In trouble. Able to get away from the first man. Throws it out along the far side to pass a little high and incomplete. A nice job by Brady Burson, able to wiggle out of that first hit by Osage City and at least get the pass away. It would have been a big loss had he not done that. It'll bring up 4th down and 5. Again, Central Heights will come into a punt formation. Snap back, kick is away. End over end kick going to drop down at about the 40. It's going to bounce up to the receiver, and he's going to bring it around the right end. That is Jace Brenner on the return. Ball pops out and actually advances forward, and it'll be picked up at the 46-yard line by Osage City. It was a flag at the 48, and we'll have to see what that is. It looked to be right at the point where Brenner picked up the football back at about the 34-yard line. There was a block in the back, but there was no flag on that one. There is a flag here at the 48-yard line of the Vikings. We've got an illegal block there at the 48, so it's going to back them up back into Indian territory, back to about the 42. So, missed the first one, but got the second one. So the Indians will start at the 40, I'm going to call it the 41-yard line, actually, is where they're going to start this drive. So 1st down and 10, the ball at the 41-yard line for Osage City in their own territory. 4:44 remaining here in the first quarter. Boss all alone in the backfield, twin receivers to the left, single receivers, trip receivers to the right. It's a reverse attempt here, jet sweep. Luke Neary, the ball carrier, tackled there. I believe that was Brady Burson along the right end coming up to make that tackle. Nice job. It's going to be a loss, a big loss on the play as this ball's back near the 35-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 6, maybe 7 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 17 here for Osage City. Nice job on 1st down to make it a tough situation here for Osage City. Boss going to have 2 backs with him, single receiver left, twin receivers to the right. Boss takes the shotgun snap. It's a counter run to the right. Luttrell on the carry, not much there. Maybe a yard, 2 at most. We call it 2nd down and a very long 15 yards to go. At least 15, maybe 16 here. 3rd down and long for Osage City. Again, twin right, single slot left. Split Crawford into the slot. Boss looking to set up a little bit of a screen pass there. Crawford makes the first man miss and makes a couple other people miss as well as he's able to sprint across midfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds, 44-yard line, Will Crawford. And that's good for a 1st down on 3rd down and 16, a gain of about 20. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 44-yard line for Osage City. Give this to Crawford. Crawford going to try the left side, and he's wrapped up back there. Brady Burson gets him. Another big loss here on 1st down. Dropping back to the 49-yard line, so it'll be a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 15 upcoming here. Brady Burson in for another tackle for Central Heights. Burson doing a good job here from his linebacker position. Shotgun formation. Boss going to fake. He's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it, going to try and run it himself. I mean, he's able to make a couple men miss as he's into the secondary. He'll cross the 30-yard line. He'll be tackled down at about the 27. Landon Boss with the carry there for Osage City. And it'll be another 1st down, Osage City. The ball at the 27-yard line. 17-yard gain there on 2nd down and 15. Boss puts Luttrell to his left. Crawford behind him. Give is to Crawford. Crawford hit after a couple yards there. He'll get tackled down at about the 20-yard line. So a gain of about 7. It's going to bring up second down and 3 here for for Osage City. And quickly, Osage City up to the line of scrimmage as they're going to go no huddle yet again. Again, they give to Crawford. They're going to try it again, and nothing there. Binding on the tackle. See Brady Burson able to come in there and clean it up, and it looked like, I believe that was 25. Caden Crone also in with the initial hit, and Burson helping him clean it up. So no gain on the play, third down and 3. Osage City with twins to the right, single receiver to the left again. Boss back to pass, going to throw a quick out to Sage. Sage ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by Central Heights, and running it back, and we've got a whistle, and it looks like it was picked up by Tony Detweiler, but his right knee was down on the ground when he picked it up. So it'll be first down and 10 for Central Heights. They forced the turnover here. Sage fumbled, recovered by Detweiler for Central Heights. So nice job there with 1:08 remaining here in quarter number 1. Central Heights gets the ball back. Ball be just inside the 15, I believe is where they're marking this. Down at about the 13-yard line. First down and 10 at the 13 for Central Heights. Shotgun formation gives to the second man through. Powering run there. Short gain out to about the 15, but a nice strong run on first down as he was met by a host of Osage City defenders. Coy Newell with the carry. Second down and 9 here for Central Heights. The Vikings huddle up here to get the play call in. Outtime they had Casperos back in at the quarterback position turn and gave it to Newell. This time Brady Burson going to be all by himself in the backfield. Got 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Burson takes the snap. He's going to make a quick throw in the flat and covered well by Osage City as they're going to stop that for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard on the play, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play here at Osage City, it's the Osage City Indians 8 and Central Heights Vikings 0. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to high school football on KOFO.com.
It's inevitable. When the weather gets cold, bears hibernate, your car battery dies, and construction crews like to work inside. Dials Construction is no exception. Jason and his crew like to work indoors, out of the elements, in the cold winter months that'll be here soon. If you have indoor work you need done, maybe that bathroom addition you've always wanted, a new kitchen, or it's time to renovate that attic into your space. Now's the time to dial Dials. 418-8211. Won't you do your part to help keep a construction crew warm this winter? Dial Dials. 418-8211. It's late at night. You'd been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Yeah, welcome back here to the KOFO.com high school game of the week. About ready for action here in quarter number 2. Central Heights in possession. It is third down and 9 for the Vikings. It's about the 14-yard line. Osage City leads 8-0 here as we get underway. A couple scores from around the area. Paola up on Piper in quarter number 1, 7-0, and Eudora leading over Ottawa 7-0 as well. Central Heights in the shotgun formation. Going to be bursting. He's going to try the left side. Got some positive yards there, but it doesn't look like he's going to have enough there for the first down. It's going to be about fourth down and a long 6-7 yards to go, I'll say. So 4th and 7, all back deep in their own territory, still inside the 20-yard line. So I believe Central Heights will again kick this ball away. And they will. Again, it is Jace Brenner back deep to receive for Osage City. Kick is away again, an end-over-end kick, going to bound down at about the 42. It's going to take a Central Heights bounce and rolling dead at the Indian 42-yard line, where Central Heights will down it and take over. Osage City will take over first down and 10. Actually being checked down at about the 43. So good job of getting out of your own territory, at least getting the ball across midfield. 37-yard punt, you believe there. So first down and 10. Single receiver split wide to the left. Also single receiver split wide to the right. Boston shotgun, going to give the ball here. It is Crawford into the secondary, and he'll be dragged down as he crosses the 40-yard line of Central Heights, be taken down at about the 38, a 39-yard line here. So a good run there on first down. Tony Kirk in on the tackle. That was Keegan Anschutz, actually, the ball carrier. And a whistle and a timeout called here by Central Heights. We'll take it with them. 30-second timeout. 11:03 remaining second quarter. You're listening to high school football on KOFO.com.
It's inevitable. When the weather gets cold, bears hibernate. Your car battery dies, and construction crews like to work inside. Dials Construction is no exception. Jason and his crew like to work indoors, out of the elements, in the cold winter months that'll be here soon. If you have indoor work you need done, maybe that bathroom addition you've always wanted, a new kitchen, or it's time to renovate that attic into your space. Now's the time to dial Dials 418-8211. Won't you do your part to help keep a construction crew warm this winter? Dial Dials 418-8211.
And welcome back here to the KOFO.com high school game of the week. It is first down and 10, Osage City. The ball at about the 39-yard line of Central Heights. Osage City leading here, 11:03 remaining in the first half by an 8-0 score. Vikings want to shore up their defense there just a little bit, see what their keys are once again. Twin receiver split to the right, single receiver left. Boston shotgun for Osage City. Boss will give it to Luttrell on the trap into the secondary, and inside the 25, taken down at the 24-yard line. So Brody Littrell gains about 15 yards there on first down. So another first down play turns into another first down for Osage City. First down and 10. Bus. The toss is going to go to Anschutz. Going to try the right side. Anschutz cuts it up. Going to gain a few positive yards on the play. So it was down inside the 20, taken down probably about the 16-yard line, maybe the 15. Going to have to see where the line is. It is put down right at actually about the 19-yard line. So second down and 5 here for Osage City. Boss awaits the snap. Twins right. Single split wide to the left. Ball on the right hash. It's going to be Boss keeping it himself and instantly taken down in the backfield. He was hit almost immediately. I believe that was Jonathan Fox into the backfield there, and he'll drive him down outside the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So a third down and 7 yards to go here for Osage City. They're inside their own 30-yard line, so I'm assuming it is 4-down territory here for the Indians. Boss back to pass. He's got his receiver over here along the left side. That is Garrett Fager. Fager makes the first man miss on a spin move, but Vikings were there to cover it up. His tackle down at the 14. We'll see where the spot is, and the officials emphatically say that this one is a first down. When I could see it clearly earlier that it was a first down, they called for the chain gang to bring the sticks out. This time they look down the line and they say it's a first down. So first down and 10. All at about the 14-yard line. Jim Boss in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself again. He makes first man miss. He's into the secondary, running to the corner of the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown. Landon Boss with the 14-yard touchdown run. And Osage City now up 14-0 here with 9 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. So the conversion upcoming here again in this spread formation. The pass over the middle is incomplete, no good. Conversion is failed. And with 9 minutes remaining here in the first half, it is Osage City 14, Central Heights nothing. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more high school football action here on KOFO.com.
No matter the brand, Adams & Brothers can prepare your home comfort system for the cold Kansas winter ahead. Call them today, 785-242-9273. Adams & Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years. You've worked hard to put a roof over your family's head, so when it needs repair or needs to be replaced, hire a roofing company that will work just as hard for you. Four Corners Roofing in Wellsville, 785-883-2066, or visit fourcornersroofing.com.
And welcome back here to the KOFO.com high school game of the week. We have 9 minutes remaining in the first half, and it is Osage City 14, Central Heights 0. Osage City again getting ready to kick off this one, this time kicking it from south to north. Had a couple short kicks in on the first two kickoffs from Osage City, and that was going to from north to south, so had a little bit of wind behind them. Central Heights return men have moved up forward just a little bit. Officials getting together here towards the north end zone. Not sure what there's a cars lights outside the north end. That's what they're asking for. Somebody's sitting in their car trying to stay warm here on a chilly night at Osage City. I'm staying nice and cozy here in the press box. We've got heat up here, so it is beautiful. It is a pooch kick, and Central Heights will catch it there at about the 39-yard line, so good starting field position here coming up for Central Heights. See where they spot it down. It might actually be at the 40. Luke Brown, a freshman for Central Heights, called for the fair catch. Good job there by knowing you could do that. And setting up good field position here. First down and 10, the ball at the 40-yard line. Three receivers to the right, single receiver left. Snap his back, throw over the middle. Burson is nice pass there, complete. Number 10, Hunter Bones on the reception there. Good for about 8 yards. And it'll bring up second down and 2, maybe 2.5, about 3 yards to go, just based on where I can see the sticks on the far side of the field. But a good first down play there by Central Heights. Nice pass from Burson, good reception there from Bones. Again, three receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Snap is back again, Burson to pass. He's going to throw it out here It is caught there again by Bones, and Bones, just as he got across the line to gain, he's hit there by a host of Osage City defenders. He'll be brought down, but it'll be good for the Central Heights Viking first down. So first down and 10, the ball now at about the 47-yard line of the Indians. Central Heights into Osage City territory on this drive. Receivers here to the short near side, single receiver to the left. And we're going to have a false start here called against Central Heights. It was out along the near side where they had three receivers bunched up together. The Vikings will back up 5 yards, back across midfield to the 48-yard line. First down and 15, this time coming up for Central Heights. Vikings going to take their time coming out of the huddle here. I don't know how much time will be left on the play clock, but they're going to get to the line of scrimmage here. Same three receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Person going to take the snap. He's going to take it himself, and he's got a good 5, maybe 6 yards on the first down carry. Second down and 9, the ball at its 46-yard line of Osage City. Good strong run right out the middle there by Brady Burson. Burson doing a nice job here this evening of moving the football here for Central Heights. Started out with a couple passes here to open this drive, and then a good solid run there after the false start moved them back. This time twins on each side for Central Heights. Burson again, hand the shotgun. It's going to be Detweiler in motion. Fake jet sweep. Burson's going to keep it himself, and he's inside the 45, down at about the 42-yard line. Got to get to the 37. We're going to call it third down and 5 here for Central Heights. Nice job there on the run. Fake jet sweep with Detweiler coming across in motion on the play. Burson kept it himself in strong yards right up the middle. Vikings will come out of the huddle. It looks like they're going to send twins to each side again. Burson in the shotgun about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Detweiler in motion. This time he will set up on the right side. So trips, low snap picked up there by Burson. He's in trouble, and he will be taken down. I believe the pass will be called incomplete. He's trying to get it out to the left side, but was being dragged down at the same time. And so it'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down and 5 yards to go here for Central Heights. They have the ball at the 42. They are in Indian territory. They could try and punt it away, see if they could get a good coverage here and try and pin them deep. Good 35-yard punt last time out. Brenner back deep for Osage City. Vikings are set to punt it away. And the punt is blocked and covered up there by Osage City. It was a low snap, and it looked like number 16, Brody Luttrell, got in there, blocked the punt, and Luttrell gets the block and the recovery there by Luttrell. So Osage City will take over at the Central Heights 46. Heights had an opportunity there if they were able to get the punt off. The snap was low and bounced a couple times, and punter had to pick it up, try to just get rid of it quickly. He was trying to do so, but it was covered up there. Twin receivers to the right, single to the left. Boss dropping back to pass, looking right. He's got his receiver there. It is Tyler Sage on the catch inside the 40-yard line. It'll be taken down at about the 38. So it'll be a gain of about 8 on first down. Second down and 2 upcoming here for Osage City. Indians kind of had a semi-huddle there, just kind of ran by and told everybody what to do. They're going to turn and give the ball. I believe it's Anschutz here. It is Keegan Anschutz along the left side. He'll be dragged down as he approaches the 30-yard line. It'll be short of that at about the 31, but it's going to be good enough for the Indian first down. Osage City moves the chains again. First down and 10 here, the ball at the 36-yard line. Twin receivers to the right, single receivers to the left. And shoots deep back. Littrell flanks Boss to the left. Gibbs going to be to Anschutz. He's going to try to the right. Got a little bit of room, kind of spun around and just kept churning, even going backwards. Was able to get some positive yards there. It's going to be a gain of about 7, maybe 8 on first down, so we'll bring up second down and short. Gain of 7 on first down, second down and 3. Same look this time. Littrell line up to the right of Boss in the backfield. Boss drops back to pass, pumps once. He's going to go deep, and he overthrows an intended receiver. Jace Brenner was the intended target. He pumped on the short hitch route, and then Brenner went on the go, but Boss's pass a little bit too deep, so it's third down and 13 here third down and 3 for Osage City. Turn to give is going to be to Anschutz. He makes the first man miss. He's into the side area. He'll be dragged down there after a gain inside the 15, taken down to about the 13. Weiler in on the tackle for Central Heights, but it'll be another first down here for Osage City. First down and 10 Indians, ball at the 14-yard line. Boss is going to pass it. He's looking for it there, nowhere to go. Ball is out back at about the 20-yard line. It's recovered by Osage City. A flag came in late from the back judge. We'll have to see what the call is here. It's usually in the area of a holding by the defense. We'll have to see what the officials' signal is. Officials are now meeting up. The back judge threw the ball, the flag in, and it's actually ineligible man downfield on Osage City. So now a decision here by Central Heights what to do with this play. And it looks like they're going to wave off the flag, but still Central Heights forced a fumble, recovered by Osage City, but it's back at the 20-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and about 17 yards to go. Boss back to pass, going to throw it out to the right side. And it's caught there along the right side. A gain will be back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe gain of about 8 on the play. Luke Neary with the reception. He made the first man miss. It was third down, and so bring up third down and 8 here for Osage City. Drop back. Boss going to give it to Anschutz. Anschutz in trouble initially, and he will be dragged down for a loss at about the 14-yard line. That was Coy Newell coming in to finish off that tackle. Anschutz able to break the first wave, but then Newell came darting in, spun him down back at the 15-yard line. So it'll be fourth down and about 12 here. Ball at the 15-yard line. Osage City's going to send 2 receivers wide to the right, single receiver to the left, and we're going to have a timeout called here by Osage City. We'll take a little bit with them. We're going to take 30 seconds. You're listening to high school football on KOFO.com.
Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Legacy Square is complete, and now you have even more convenient access to all of your prescription needs at Kramer Pharmacy, your local Ottawa pharmacy at 134 South Main. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back here to Osage City High School, where it's going to be 4th down and 12, Osage City. The ball at the 15-yard line. Indians leading over Central Heights Vikings with 2:43 remaining in the first half, 14-0. Big play here for Central Heights as they look to stop this drive. Boss back to pass. Osage City got nowhere to go. Now he's in trouble, and he will be sacked by a host of Viking defenders, and that's back at about the 22-yard line. So a loss on the play. Great 4th down play there from the Central Heights defense as Boss had nowhere to go, had to move around because the pocket was collapsing, and then the linebackers came in to clean it up for Central Heights and get the turnover on downs as they'll take over. Let's see where that football is spotted. It is about the 22-yard line, so 1st down and 10. Twin receivers each side. Burson back to pass, and we've got a whistle. And I'm going to say this is going to be a procedure penalty here. It is a false start on Central Heights, so it's going to back them up 5 yards. 1st down and 15. The ball this time will be back at the 17-yard line. Quick update on some local scores running around. If I can find them quickly here. Paola up on Piper now 21-0, that score in the second quarter. Central Heights back. Ready for the snap. Burson drops back. He's looking to pass. He's going, throws it just a little bit too high and out of the reach of Hunter Bones, the intended receiver. That was going to be close to 1st down yardage if the pass was able to be completed. It just floated just a little bit from Burson. Play was there if the pass is on target, that's for sure, but just a little bit too high on the pass as it falls harmlessly incomplete. Central Heights comes out of the huddle here, 2:25 remaining here in the first half. Twin receivers going to be split to each side. Now Newell comes in motion. Snap is back. It's going to be Detweiler. He's around the right side, breaking into the secondary as he's out across the 25-yard line to about the 26. So Detweiler using his speed as he caught that, got on the edge, cut it upfield for good positive yardage there. A gain of about 9, maybe 10 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. So a good 10-yard run there on 2nd down by Detweiler. Wins each side. Snap is low, picked up there. In trouble to pass, and going to fall incomplete on 3rd down. So to bring up 4th down and 5. It was tough play there from the quarterback. The snap was on the ground, had to make sure and secure it, and then tried to move forward, but there was just a host of Indian defenders awaiting him there, so tried to get it off to a receiver in the area, and it falls incomplete. So Central Heights will punt it away again with 1:46 remaining here in the first half. Renner back deep for Osage City. This time the snap is high. Kick is away. Going to bounce at about the 47, and another Central Heights roll as this one's going to roll dead at about the 34-yard line. The Vikings are just going to wait for the whistle. So at the 34-yard line is where Osage City will take over here with 1:34 remaining in the first half. So penalties on a couple drives so far here in the first half have really hurt the Vikings. They're moving the ball well on the first drive of the game, but a holding penalty moved them back 10 yards and made it 1st and 20. We're only able to get to about 16 of those yards back before they punted it away. That time, false start penalty made it a 2nd down and long situation. and just unable to get the ball for the 15 yards needed. Osage City again going to go twin receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. The pitch is going to be a reverse here for Osage City, and they're going to try it along the left edge. They've got a little bit of blocking there, and into the secondary is Neary. He crosses the 50, and he'll go down inside the 40-yard line of Central Heights at about the 36-yard line. Neary was in trouble in the backfield, able to avoid the Viking defender and then cut it upfield and had a couple blocks out in front of him to get the positive yards. First down and 10 here. Osage City, the ball is the 36-yard line of Central Heights. Twin receivers right, single receiver to the left. Boss going to take the snap. He's back to pass. Pumps once. Now he's going to throw it along the sideline. And it is caught. A heck of a catch there. A back shoulder throw. Garrett Fager was able to adjust and make the catch. And that's good for a first down at the 20-yard line. So first down and 10, the ball at the 20-yard line. Osage City driving here. 1:02 remaining in the half. Boss takes the snap. Again, he's back to throw, this time looking right. He's going to throw it on the out. Ball tipped and intercepted, I believe, by Central Heights, and it is Hunter Bones takes it. The ball was tipped by the intended receiver, and an interception. Hunter Bones with the pick for Central Heights. The Vikings get the stop here with 55.7 remaining in the first half. They'll take over the ball at about the, I'm going to say, 9-yard line for Central Heights. Newell in motion, brings three people to the right side. Detweiler going to come to the right side, cuts it up, makes a first-man miss. He's across the 20-yard line and out to the 30. Tony Detweiler out across the 40-yard line as he'll be tackled down at the 43. And they're going to stop the clock, and they're actually going to give him forward progress to the 44. So the clock stops with 42.2 seconds remaining. Nice run there by Tony Detweiler. The direct snap to Detweiler, and he got around the right edge, made a couple men miss, and then used his speed before the pursuit of Osage City could get him. Person going to throw it, looking for Bones. Bones goes up, makes the catch inside the 35, down to the 41-yard line. And we've got a whistle and a timeout called here by Central Heights with 23.5 seconds remaining. We'll take 30 seconds with them. You're listening to High School Football on KOFO.com.
This is Craig Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. All of our locations sell monuments. We have talented people who are experts in bringing your ideas to life to help you create the monument you envision. The possibilities are unlimited.
Dengel & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Have you ever walked into a business and been treated so well by the people that work there, you can tell they were meant to do what they do? That's what you feel when you walk into Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. For more than 50 years, you've been treated with personal service and attention while being shown the best in high-quality jewelry and accessories. If you want to drive out of town, be treated like a number so an associate can make a commission, and walk out with jewelry like everybody else, go right ahead. But for a unique jewelry buying experience, walk into Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2.
And welcome back here to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. Luke Queen bringing the action here tonight from Osage City. We've got 23.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Central Heights started this drive back at their own 11 and quickly have moved the football in about 30 seconds into Indian territory. The ball, the nose of the football sitting at the 40-yard line. Twin receivers to each side. Looks like Detweiler in motion. Person takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's going to throw it. Got a man up top, but just led the intended receiver right before he could get out of his break. The ball falls incomplete. Got a flag here along the near side right at the line of scrimmage. The Discussing it are the near side official and the white hat referee. Second down at 10, 17.7 remaining. And it's going to be called ineligible man downfield here on Central Heights. So it's going to back him up 5 yards. I believe that comes with a loss of down. Well, so there's 15 yards to go here. It's second down and 15. $17.7 remaining here in the first half. Trip receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Newell out by himself on an island to the left. Person back to pass, looking to his right. He's going to step up. He's in trouble, throws it to the right, and as he throws, and the ball will sail out of bounds, so it'll bring up second down and 15. Second down and 15 here for the Vikings. Just under 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Vikings trying to go downfield here, see if they can push the tempo a little bit, see if they can get down there and try to punch one in right before the end of the half. They're moving the football. A couple penalties have really stalled out some drives here this evening. It's time. Power backfield. Person is back to pass. Max protect. They're going to throw it along the left side, and the ball will fall incomplete. It was intended for Hunter Bones. So it'll bring up another play here for the Vikings. Is just under 6 seconds remaining. So Central Heights actually went with a max protect there in that situation. Osage City with 4 defensive backs set up deep, about 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. So they're going to try to not let anybody from Central Heights behind them. See what the Vikings do here. Third down and 15. This time they're going to split 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Now Newell comes in motion left to right here along the near side. Detweiler, and it's a little throwback pass intended for Burson, who was lined up in the tight end position on that one, and the ball will fall incomplete. It was covered there as Burson tried to sneak out from his tight end position, but good job there by Osage City to stay home. Put Newell in motion going left to right to kind of leave the left side wide open, and Burson was covered, or else if the linebacker had shifted just a little bit, there might have been a whole lot of room over there along the left side. Central Heights will be able to run one more play. There's 1.9 remaining here in the first half. It's fourth down and 15, so probably run or pass here. It's going to run out the clock. Central Heights going to split 4 wide, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Central Heights. It's going to be the final timeout of the half. We're going to keep it here through this timeout. So 1.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. It is 14-0 Osage City. Central Heights has forced 2 first-half Osage City turnovers, covering a fumble Tony Detweiler did towards the end of the first quarter. And Hunter Bones with the interception with under a minute to play here in the second quarter. And Central Heights has started this drive at about back near their own 10-yard line. Quickly came out, a big run from Detweiler, and tried to throw the ball forward here, able to get a couple first downs. A penalty did move them back to the current position, and a few passes here have fallen incomplete. So one more chance to throw it towards the end zone here for Central Heights probably. Need a good protection up front, give the quarterback enough time to throw this football. Twin receiver's going to set up on both sides. Burson in the backfield. Newell coming in motion left to right, bringing three receivers to the right. Newell will drop back to pass. He's going to go left side. Ball thrown up in the air, and it is intercepted by Osage City. Garrett Fager gets the interception. He's got a little bit of open field now. He's just trying to make some people miss, and he'll be tackled down at the 35-yard line, so no time remaining here. And it is 14-0 Osage City here at the half. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, send you back to the studio. You're listening to the high school game of the week here on KOFO.com.
You've worked hard to put a roof over your family's head, so when it needs repair or needs to be replaced, hire a roofing company that will work just as hard for you. Four Corners Roofing in Wellsville, 785-883-2066, or visit fourcornersroofing.com.
Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Legacy Square is complete, and now you have even more convenient access to all of your prescription needs at Kramer Pharmacy, your local Ottawa pharmacy at 134 South Main. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit QualityStructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at OttawaHerald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit OttawaHerald.com.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Yeah, welcome in to the KOFO.com high school game of the week halftime show. This is Luke Queen at Osage City High School. We've reached halftime here at Osage City, where the Indians lead over the visitors from Central Heights by a score of 14-0. Osage City got on the board midway through the first quarter. Reed Crawford with a 1-yard touchdown run. A 2-point conversion pass from Kirkpatrick to Brenner was good to give the Indians the 8-0 lead. And then with 9 minutes remaining in the first half, Landon Boss had a 16-yard touchdown run. The conversion pass was failed, and that's what got us to 14-0. Central Heights got an interception with just under a minute remaining and drove the ball down quickly to the Osage City 40-yard line. A 5-yard penalty on Central Heights pushed it back out to the 45, but Vikings stalled out there and then tried to throw one last-ditch effort as time expired at the end of the first half. The pass was intercepted by Garrett Fager. He returned it back to about the 30-yard line. There was a flag on the play, but it was against Osage City. So as the time had expired, we went to halftime with that 14-0 Indian lead. Central Heights has moved the football well on a few occasions, but has had to punt it away as drives have stalled out. It has really been penalties that have hurt the Vikings so far here this evening. As they've been driving the football, they've had a couple. They had a holding penalty on a first down that made it first down at 20 after the yardage was stepped off. They were able to get about 16 of those yards back, but had to punt it away in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it was a couple false start penalties, putting them in difficult situations, an ineligible receiver on first down and 10 from the 40-yard line where they had about 35 seconds to go. If they would have gotten that, not had that, maybe could have still gone a few shorter route passes, but just had a little bit of difficulty getting the drive going, and it stalled out there as we went into halftime. Again, these two teams are really the only – they both have played Council Grove, and they both have played Oskaloosa so far on the year, the two common opponents for these two schools. It was early in the season, just week 2 for Central Heights when they played Council Grove. They were beaten 36-0 in that contest. And then the 5-overtime thriller 2 weeks ago against Oskaloosa where the Vikings lost 48-42. The Indians were 0-2, and in week 3 they hosted Council Grove here and defeated the Braves by a final score of 18-13 to get their first win of the season. And then last week they played at Oskaloosa, and it was a 23-14 ball game against Oskaloosa. The Bears kept it close there against Osage City on the road. And here tonight, if Central Heights was just avoiding the penalties, we might be looking at a little bit of a different score, but it's 14-0 early on. Or here at the half, Osage City. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to take 1 minute. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll come back and we'll see if we can get you caught up with some area scores. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week halftime show on KOFO.com.
You've worked hard to put a roof over your family's head, so when it needs repair or needs to be replaced, hire a roofing company that will work just as hard for you. Four Corners Roofing in Wellsville, 785-883-2066, or visit fourcornersroofing.com.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
It's inevitable. When the weather gets cold, bears hibernate, your car battery dies, and construction crews like to work inside. Dials Construction is no exception. Jason and his crew like to work indoors, out of the elements, in the cold winter months that'll be here soon. If you have indoor work you need done, maybe that bathroom addition you've always wanted, a new kitchen, or it's time to renovate that attic into your space. Now's the time to dial Dials, 418-8211. Won't you do your part to help keep a construction crew warm this winter? Dial Dials, 418-8211.
And welcome back here to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week halftime show. Luke Green with you here at Osage City High School. We're at halftime. The Osage City Indians lead over the Central Heights Vikings by a score of 14-0. A few other scores from around the area at halftime. Eudora over Ottawa by a score of 14-0. Silver Lake is up on West Franklin at the half. That score is 35-0. It was at halftime as well, I believe. No, in the second quarter still, at least it was a few minutes ago. The last update I received, Paola was up on Piper by a score of 28-8. You've been able to track down the Wellsville score, or I'm still looking for a few those local games to be able to pass those along to you. Here it is 14-0 Osage City over Central Heights. Again, it is Central Heights was able to force a couple Osage City turnovers. Central Heights turned it over once themselves. It was on the last second throw as Central Heights was driving down the field trying to get something in before the half pass was intercepted and returned out. It was in a troublesome area as it looked like it could possibly go for a return. Here, Fager was tackled down at about the 30-yard line, but it was a penalty, and it went against Osage City, so we reached halftime with the score of 14-0. In the first quarter, it was a Reed Crawford 1-yard touchdown run. The two-point conversion pass was good, and Osage City, with 6:34 remaining in the first quarter, had an 8-0 lead. In the second quarter, it was a 16-yard touchdown run by freshman quarterback Landon Boss for the Indians. The pass was failed in that after that touchdown, and that's how we got to our 14-0 score. and that was with 9 minutes to go. Central Heights has moved the football. They've had a couple good pass plays. Brady Burson has done a nice job of hitting his receivers, gaining some good positive yards there. A couple big runs from Tony Detweiler, one as he took a direct snap and followed his blockers around the right side. It was on that last drive that Detweiler had a very big run as he took it as the Vikings started at about their own 10-yard line, and he was able to get them out of the shadow of their own end zone and uprights and got it out near midfield. The Central Heights then got it down to about the 40-yard line of Osage City, but a penalty pushed it back to the 45. Central Heights then tried 4 consecutive passes as they tried to move the ball down and get it in with an opportunity to score prior to the half, but were unable to do so. Central Heights received the opening kickoff, so Osage City will receive here in the second half, and Central Heights needs to do a good job, have done a good job defensively, able to limit Osage City, force those 2 turnovers, and really it has limited the Indians offensively, but Central Heights just has not been able to put points on the board. But if Central Heights can come out and get a stop and maybe even get themselves a shorter field, they're starting back inside their own 30-yard line, where Osage City, most of their possessions so far here this evening have been out more towards midfield between the 40s, and giving Osage City a short field is just not what Central Heights needs to do. They need to get themselves a short field and see if they can get it. It's just a 2-score ball game with 2-point conversions. It could really get interesting really fast if Central Heights is able to get a quick stop, but maybe even a 3-and-out, forcing a punt from Osage City. Osage doesn't punt much. When we were here against when they had hosted West Franklin a couple weeks ago, early in that ball game, West Franklin got a couple stops and set up 4th down and 2, 4th down and 3 situations, even when the Indians had it on their side of midfield, and Osage City would still go for it in those situations. So really want to kind of make it a 3rd, 4th, and long situation is what Central Heights will want to do early in this second half to see if they can force a kick and get good field position to start their drive. We're going to take another 60-second timeout. We'll be back with more of the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week halftime report after this. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Our staff knows the importance of working as a team to take care of you in your time of need. We want to show the youth in our communities that we support their teamwork as well by sponsoring this broadcast. I invite you to visit lamb-roberts.com.
No matter the brand, Adams & Brothers can prepare your home comfort system for the cold Kansas winter ahead. Call them today, 785-242-9273. Adams & Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
It's inevitable. When the weather gets cold, bears hibernate, your car battery dies, and construction crews like to work inside. Dials Construction is no exception. Jason and his crew like to work indoors, out of the elements, in the cold winter months that'll be here soon. If you have indoor work you need done, maybe that bathroom addition you've always wanted, a new kitchen, or it's time to renovate that attic into your space. Now's the time to dial Dials, 418-8211. Won't you do your part to help keep a construction crew warm this winter? Dial Dials, 418-8211.
And welcome back to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week halftime show. Luke Queen with you here at Osage City High School, where at halftime the Indians lead the Central Heights Vikings 14-0. Another couple scores from around the area to have some interest here. Jefferson County North, undefeated so far, I believe, on the season, leads at halftime over Linden by a score of 12-8. At halftime, it's Iola and Burlington tied up at 6. Both of those teams have faced off with Wellsville so far this year. Wellsville defeating Iola. I believe that was a Burlington loss of 8-6. Burlington has a stout defense and likes to run the football, control, and slow the game down, and they have done just that against Iola. 6-6, the halftime score there. if I can find any updated other scores, I believe it's reached halftime. Paola 28 and Piper 8. And it was Ottawa trailing 14-0 against Eudora at halftime. The Cyclones on the road to face the Cardinals this evening. Lewisburg up on Atchison in the second quarter, 21-6. And last we saw in the second quarter, Silver Lake was leading West Franklin by a score of 35-0. Some of those games, I'm sure, are getting to halftime, as that was a second quarter score I had seen there. So those are some scores from around the area. Central Heights had faced Silver Lake last week. Next week, the Vikings will play host to McLouth. McLouth is 0-5 on the season going into the night. I cannot remember where exactly they're playing this evening. It might be McLouth and Oskaloosa this evening, as that's a part of that the district with along with Silver Lake, West Franklin, and Central Heights and Osage City. Next week, Osage City will take on Silver Lake. Always a very, very difficult challenge when you face off with Silver Lake. And Central Heights will close out the 8-game regular season on October 25th. In 2 weeks, they'll be playing at Ottawa University in a game that we will carry here on KOFO.com. That is against West Franklin. And West Franklin playing all its home games at Ottawa University this year. We look forward to bringing you that one. Osage City remaining on their schedule. Like I said, next week we'll take on Silver Lake here at home, and what should be a very tough matchup in 2 weeks to finish out the 8-game regular season. Osage City will travel on the road to face off against McLouth. So right now we'll kind of assume that Silver Lake and Osage City have to be leading the way in the district. Well, depending on what happens here tonight, will definitely play a role in the way that district will go. But it is 14-0 Osage City here at the half over Central Heights. Again, Central Heights will be kicking off in the second half, as Osage City was able to win the toss. They deferred in the first half, so would more than likely assume that they're not going to take their opportunity and then play more defense. They'll probably want the football here in the second half. But at halftime, it is Osage City 14 and Central Heights 0. We're going to take another 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of this football game. You're listening to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team. To be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. It's late at night. You'd been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa, or visit online at keithking.net.
And welcome back here to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. Getting ready for action in the second half. It is Osage City 14 and Central Heights 0 as we get ready to play here in the second half. Quick update, was able to find the Wellsville score as the Eagles were taking on Santa Fe Trail this evening. And at halftime, they are tied up with the Chargers. It is 13-13. So a heck of a football game going on against those two teams in a big district matchup. As last week, Wellsville defeated Bishop Ward big 48-6, and needed to do that as they had just had trouble offensively in the previous 2 weeks. So last week got it going against Bishop Ward, looked to be continuing to do a good job offensively, and the defense just is there for them. Both are chasing Perry Lecompton in district play. Wellsville is tied up with Santa Fe Trail at the half. We're about ready to get underway here in the second half. Yeah, Central Heights will kick off. Brady Burson doing the kicking duties. It is Anschutz and Neary. The ball squibbed down. Anschutz will pick it up at about the 25, breaks the first line, and he's out across the 30 to about the 35, and then whistles will blow it dead, and Osage City will start out with the football at about the 36-yard line. Keegan Anschutz on the return, about 16 yards on the return. First down and 10, Osage City. All at their own 36-yard line. Again, Central Heights wants to get a stop here quickly, see if they can get the ball offensively and get a score to get it back into this football game, really cut into this lead. It's only a 2-score advantage. Reed Crawford on the run along the left side. He's going to gain first down yardage there with about an 11-yard run along the left side. Crawford, a good, strong run on first down. He'll be tackled down at the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. Burrows in on the tackle for Central Heights. Twin receivers right, single receiver out to the left. Crawford and Littrell in the backfield. This is a trap play to Littrell. He makes a move, and he's into the secondary across the 40-yard line, tackled down at about the 30-yard line, 35, and a flag came in, and it'll be holding against Osage City. If it's from the spot of the foul, it'll be first down and 11 from where the flag currently sits, unless the official, he's actually going to move it back through a little bit too far. It'll be at the 47, so it'll back it up 10 yards from there, taking the ball back to up the 43-yard line, so it'll bring up first down and 13 roughly for the Indians here. Receivers for Osage City already in their positions. Single receiver wide to the left is Garrett Fager. Twin receivers to the right. Boss in the shotgun. Takes a snap and a fake. We'll give it to Littrell. Littrell battling for positive yardage. He's going to gain the 2, maybe 3 on the carry. So bring up second down, and it's about 12 here. So gain of about 2 yards on the play. The ball just across the 45, just short of the 46-yard line. Got to get the ball to the Central Heights 42 for the first down. Boss barks out the signals. He's awaiting the snap. And we've got a whistle and a flag here from the near side. And the near side official is going to call an offside, and it looks like he's going to call it on a man that was on the far side of the line. There is a linesman on that side of the field who didn't blow the whistle and didn't throw a flag, but the near side guy did. So move him up. Now it's second down and 7. Evans back. Give is to Crawford. Crawford going to go along the the left side, and he'll be tackled down there for a loss of about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 10. It was a second and 7 play. Crawford tried to go on the stretch play to the right. A good pursuit by the Central Heights defense, bringing him down for the 3-yard loss. This is a situation Central Heights wanted to get Osage City in. Was a 3rd and long. Going to see if they can keep the gain very short again and see if they can get Osage City to punt the ball away. 3rd down and 10. Boss takes the snap. He is back to pass. He is under pressure, flushed out to the right, and he's going to throw it away. Nobody in the area, as Boss just had to chuck it away to avoid the big loss. And I believe that Central Heights has done just what they needed to do there on the opening drive. They allowed the one first down, but they will force a punting situation here. We'll see if Osage City does kick it away. It is Detweiler and Newell deep to receive the kick from Osage City. Reed Crawford will handle the punting duties for the Indians. Snap is back, and Crawford kicks it away. It's going to be Newell from about the 22-yard line. He's out across the 35, and he'll be tackled just short of the 40 at the 39-yard line. So, again, this is about where Central Heights might be their best starting field position or of the night, and they got the stop they needed on the first series of the second half. First down and 10, the ball at the 39. Got to get it to the 49, close to midfield for the first down. Vikings break the huddle here. Used a good change-up type of offense here so far this evening. Twins each side. Burson in the shotgun formation. Detweiler in motion. The give is going to be to Detweiler. He's going to try the right side. He's got to try to get upfield here. And we've got a flag thrown in, and that's in the area of holding along the far side as Detweiler cut it upfield. He got positive yardage out across the 40, right to the 40-yard line. And it is going to be a holding call going against Central Heights, who is out along the far end. When the flag comes in like that, that is what you expect to see. It's going to bring up first down and probably out to about 19 yards, depending upon where that spot was. At least 19. And they're going to back them up to the 29-yard line. So it was at the line of scrimmage where the foul occurred. So first down and 20 here for Central Heights. Vikings this time coming with a Twins to the right. They're going to give it to Detweiler up the middle, it looks like there. Or is that Kirkland? I cannot tell from right now. He's in a big pile of people. That's actually Tony Kirkland on the carry up the middle. Positive yards there, about 4, maybe 5 yards, just short of the 35. Ball at the 34-yard line. King got to get it out to the 49 for the first down. So second down and 15 here for Central Heights. Twin receiver is going to be split to the left. And we've got movement up front. And it's going to be a delay of game penalty here called against the Vikings. So it's going to back them up. Now it's going to be ball at the 29. So back into a 2nd and 20 situation. We'll see what Central Heights does. Looks like they're going to send 3 wide to the near side. Single receiver to the far side. Burson and shotgun. And we've got movement here, and I believe this is going to be a procedure penalty going against Central Heights. Upback came out of his stance, kind of reset and then moved again. So it'll be a false start called against Central Heights. It looked like he moved forward at all there, but it'll be 5 yards against the Vikings. Now it is second down and 25. We'll see what Drish and the boys from Central Heights come up with on the second down and long here. Need to get a big chunk here. Just split three to the wide to the left. Single receiver to the right. Person back to pass. Going to throw it over the middle. Pass is complete. Caught out at about the 35-yard line. And I had the right man on the catch. Be number 4, Cass Burrows with the catch. Going to spot him short of the 35. My eyes tell me that is a poor spot. Bring up third down and about 15 yards to go. Looked like they got the ball to the 35 at least, but 3rd and 15, another big chunk play needed here. Again, twins to each side. Person in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass. Going to look to his left, throw the ball up in the air, and it is tipped and intercepted. Fager with the interception. He's racing down the right sideline inside the 10-5 and diving for the end zone. And the official will mark him out just short of the goal line. So 6:45 remaining here in the third quarter. And Fager with his second interception and returns it down to the 1, setting up first down and goal at the 1 here for Osage City. Indians will go with their regular formation. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Boss in the shotgun. And take the snap, keep it himself, and he will go in for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run for Landon Boss. Osage City extends its lead with 6:42 remaining in the third quarter to 20-0 with the conversion or the kick upcoming. Looks like they are going to attempt the kick out of the hold of Brenner. It will be Caden Kirkpatrick to attempt the extra point. Placement is down. The kick is on its way. It is up, and it is good. So 6:42 remaining here in quarter number 3. Osage City 21 and Central Heights 0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back from here at Osage City High School. I am Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
You've worked hard to put a roof over your family's head, so when it needs repair or needs to be replaced, hire a roofing company that will work just as hard for you. Four Corners Roofing in Wellsville, 785-883-2066, or visit fourcornersroofing.com.
KOFO is giving you the chance to help those dealing with cancer in our community with our annual KOFO Cancer Awareness Telethon, coming Friday, October 18th. You pay it, we'll play it. That's right, it's your station for a donation. All proceeds benefit the Franklin County Cancer Foundation. Keep listening for more details on KOFO.
And welcome back here to Osage City High School. Luke Queen bringing you the action here on the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. Osage City leading 21-0 here with 6:42 remaining in quarter number 3. Caden Kirkpatrick about to kick it off to Central Heights here in the third quarter. Kirkpatrick, a little pooch kick, and fair catch called for by the up man. He muffed it, but was able to fall on top of it. And so Central Heights will take over with even better field position at the 44-yard line. Can't tell if that's 68-10 or, excuse me, Josh Thompson with the fair catch and recovery on the muffed catch. So first and 10 Viking at the 44-yard line. Best field position here. See if the Vikings can do anything with this. Need to get some points on this drive. When receivers each side, Detweiler in motion. Burson going to take the snap, keep it himself. He's going to have positive yardage as he approaches the 50-yard line. He's going to be marked short at about the 48. Gain of about 4 on first down. Brings up second down and 6 here for Central Heights. Update the score around the area. In the third quarter, it's Eudora 21 and Ottawa 0. And trying to keep good track of that Wellsville score as well. We have the Eagles next week in a crucial game in district play, especially if they can defeat Santa Fe Trail this evening. 2nd down and 6. Central Heights with possession here. Twin receivers to the right. It's going to be a toss to the left side. And looks like Coy Newell, and he fumbled, but it looked like it's recovered by Central Heights. And
about 3rd and 1.
Fumble on the play recovered by Central Heights. Bring up 3rd down and 1. Newell was falling forward. It was close to him being down by contact when I actually saw that ball pop out. It is here along the near side. I have a good view of it. He's across midfield into Indian territory at the 46-yard line. Got to get barely across the 46 to the 41, so it's 3rd down and short. And we've got movement here by Central Heights, and a false start going to be along the left tight end. That's Brady Burson. So it's going to back him up, and now it's 3rd down and 6. The penalties have been really hurting the Vikings in certain situations. They just jumped at inopportune times. So 3rd down and very short turns into 3rd down and 6. And receivers to the right this time. Rose going to take it, going to toss it. It is Newell. Newell on the right side. He dives across the 45, and even if he's down at the 45, that's good enough for the 1st down. So a 6-yard run there on 3rd and 6 gives the Vikings new life. 1st down and 10, the ball at the Indian 45-yard line. So a good 6-yard run there when it was needed. Still no update on that Wellsville score that I can see. Tonganoxie leading over Spring Hill 27-0 that in the 3rd quarter as well. Burson back in the shotgun. Trip receivers to the left. Burson's going to follow his blockers. He's going to keep it himself. He's inside the 40-yard line, and he's going to be down at maybe the 37-yard line. So it'll bring up 2nd down and a long 2, maybe 3 yards to go here. Nice run there on 1st down of at least 7 yards for Brady Burson. Twin receivers going to split to each side this time for Central Heights. Burson getting in the shotgun formation. Detweiler in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Burson's going to keep it. He's into the secondary inside the 30-yard line. He'll be tackled down at about the 27. Good carry again there by Brady Burson, and that's going to be good enough for a Viking 1st down as they got inside the 30. The Vikings doing a nice job here. We're given more of a short field. They just started this drive at the 44-yard line and sticking to the run here, and it has benefited them so far here in the 2nd half. This time I believe it's going to be Detweiler coming in motion, and on the jet sweep, nothing there. He's going to lose yards on this one. He's back out across the 30, taken down at about the 31. And so it's going to be a loss of about 5. Indians doing a nice job on the right side of their defensive line to make Detweiler cut back just a touch and then able to cover it up. It'll be 2nd down and 15 here for Central Heights. Trip receiver is going to come to the left. Single receiver going to split wide to the right. Burson waits the snap. He's got it. Quick pass out to the left, and it'll go incomplete. Pass was intended to Detweiler. Trying to set up a little bubble screen there, it looked like. Ball's incomplete. So bring up 3rd down and long. About 15, maybe 16 yards to go here for Central Heights. 3:04 remaining here in the 3rd period. It is Osage City 21, Central Heights 0. Vikings driving here, done a nice job. Got the 3rd down conversion the last time. Twin receivers to each side. Burson Takes the shotgun step, going to step to his right. Now he throws, and the pass is complete. And I believe that's Hunter Bones on the catch. Ball inside the 20, down just shy of the 15-yard line. And I believe that's going to be good enough. The officials are going to look at it here. And now they're going to call for the official timeout for a measurement, I believe. No, it is a first down. So they're going to wind the clock now as the chains get set. Good third down play there by the Vikings. First down and 10. The ball is at about the 16-yard line. Snap is back. Handoff here. Nice run along the left side. Inside the 10, down to about the 7. Detweiler, the ball carrier there. Nice job. When he saw the hole, he exploded to the north and got positive yards. Inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line is where they'll mark the football. So it'll bring up second down and 3 here for Central Heights. Vikings break the huddle now. Approach the line of scrimmage. Going to send twin receivers to the left, tight end to the right. Burrows back in the shotgun. He's going to give it there. I believe that it is going to be, quite tell, was that got about to the 5-yard line. Detweiler, the ball carrier once again. Well, just short of the 5-yard line. It'll bring up third down and 1. Got to get across the 5, down to about the 4 maybe for this first down. So yard to go for Central Heights here. We reach 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The clock continues to run on the running play. Third down and short. Twin receivers stacked each side. Haynes in person, going to run it. He's coming through, and it looks like he's got enough as he's got the ball down to the 4-yard line. A good 2-yard run there from Brady Burson. Central Heights now at first down and goal. The ball at the 4-yard line. So Central Heights was facing a 3rd and 15, possibly 16 situation, and able to get the conversion and have continued this drive. Burrows under center. He's going to give to Detweiler. Nothing there as Dane Whalen, leading tackler for Osage City on the season, was able to get into the backfield. And, that was Coy Newell, the ball carrier. He'll be stopped down at the 5, a loss of about 1. Still second down and goal. Ball now at the 5-yard line. Burrows again in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. Pitch this time to Newell. Newell slips as he goes to make his cut upfield. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and so it'll bring up third down and goal. 12 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's third down and goal. Central Heights does not have to run a play here before the end of the quarter. They'll just go down to the other end, and that looks like what they're going to do. So we've reached the end of quarter number 3. Osage City 21, Central Heights 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KOFO.com.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Nothing is more important than the health of kids in Kansas. Schools and child care providers are doing their part to help kids grow up healthy by offering tasty, nutritious food choices and fun ways to be physically active. See what's going on with child nutrition and wellness in Kansas at www.kn-eat.org. Now is a great time to learn how to eat smart and play hard for life. Brought to you by the Kansas Department of Education and this station.
And welcome back here to the KOFO.com High School Game of the Week. We are getting ready to play here in the fourth quarter. It is third down and goal. The ball at about the 5-yard line. Central Heights trails Osage City 21-0. And the Vikings coming out with a power backfield here. Single receiver split wide, Burrows in the shotgun formation, and we've got movement up front, and it's going to be a false start called against Central Heights. Right end jumped early, so it's going to be third down and goal back at the 10-yard line now. It looked like, again, the officials are actually coming together here to see if, I would assume they're discussing if this was brought on, and no, it is going to be a false start here on Central Heights. The ball will be moved back to the 10-yard line. Third down and goal, the ball at the 10. So now Central Heights will split twin receivers to each side. Burson will go by himself in the shotgun formation. Detweiler coming in motion. Going to fake the jet sweep. Burson's going to keep it himself, and there's nothing there up the middle. He'll be stopped for no gain on the play. Ball will stay at the 10-yard line here, trailing 21-0 at the 10-yard line. You know, the Central Heights is going to go for it in this situation. And again, a penalty just making it that much more difficult on the Vikings. Person comes into the huddle to give the play to the Central Heights offense. Now the Vikings break the huddle, twins to each side. Looks like they're going to stack the receivers out wide. Person snap on the ground. We've got a whistle and a flag, and it is a delay of game penalty against Central Heights. And now it's going to back them up another 5 yards, and it'll be out at the 15, fourth down and goal. There's no time clock out here, and I wasn't keeping a watch myself from when the whistle blew. Staying with the same formation, twins each side stacked. Person back to pass. He's going to throw, and it is caught in the end zone. A flag gets thrown in, which I believe will be a pass interference, but it is going to be a 15-yard touchdown pass from Brady Burson, and it was caught by Tony Detweiler. It is a pass interference on the defense, so they will keep the points on the board, I am sure. Burson with the 15-yard touchdown pass to Detweiler. Nice route run there by Detweiler, and a good pass from Burson. Newell comes in motion. Three receivers to the right. Detweiler. He's got it. He's going to try and go himself, but he's met by three Osage City defenders, so the point after is no good. But with 10:56 remaining here in the ball game, Central Heights gets on the board, and it is now 21-6. We're going to keep it right here through this little break in the action. So 10:56 remaining. 21, Osage City 21, Central Heights 6. A very, very good drive. Even after the penalties made that a lot more difficult than it needed to be for the Vikings, as they had it down at the 4-yard line with first and goal. Back, lost yards, and then had a couple penalties to make it fourth down and goal from the 15. But it'll be Brady Burson with the 15-yard touchdown pass to Tony Detweiler for the 6. I can find any scores from around the area that have updated since the last look. Lewisburg up on Atchison 27-6 in the third. Paola 35 and Piper 8 also in the third quarter. A couple local games there. And Burlington now up on Iola 12-6. Tonganoxie continues to lead Spring Hill 27-0. Those are the area games that I could find. Chanute up on Fort Scott 28-14 in another district game for the Ottawa team. Kicked off by Central Heights is driven down. Line drive kick returnable here. And it is Reed Crawford coming out across the 40. And he'll be tackled down just short of the 44 or 45 at the 44. Indians were kind of playing it close up there in case of an onside kick, but Central Heights drilled it deep but did not kick it very high, so Crawford had a chance to return that. Got 24 yards on the return, maybe for about 20 on the return, I guess, for Crawford as he caught it just inside the 25-yard line. And with first down and 10, the ball at the 44. Boss going to give it to Littrell. Littrell going right side, battling there as he's approaching midfield. He's going to be stopped short of midfield. Gain of about 5, though, on first down run there by Brody Littrell. In the fourth quarter, Eudora now up on Ottawa 28-0. Paola scored again. It is 43-8 as they lead over Piper. Again, twins to right, single receiver left. Boss in shotgun. He's going to take the snap again, going to give it to Littrell. Littrell going to try the left side. Gain of about a half a yard, maybe a yard to the right to the 50-yard line. He'll be stopped there. I believe that was Corey Newell and Colin Hayes combining in on that tackle. Newell got there first, made Littrell cut it up, and then there was Hayes to finish it off. So third down, and we're going to call it a long 4 yards to go. They've got to get basically to the 45. They got to get inside the 46-yard line. Boss again in shotgun. He's going to pass this time. He's going to throw it over the middle, and pass is tipped and almost intercepted there. Nice job there on the defense by Central Heights. And it was Brylan Ouellette back in coverage, dropped back from his linebacker position, and it was a great job there to get a hand on it and almost made the interception. Osage City, can't tell here. They are lining up in punt formation. We'll see if they go through with the punt here. And it is a fake, a reverse fake, and it's given to Fager. He might have enough as he's got it just inside the 45 at the 44. Garrett Fager, the snap was a direct snap to Caden Kirkpatrick, who handed it to Fager on the reverse. It was good for just enough as the nose of the football is still sitting at the 45, but the majority of the football at the inside the 45 for Osage City. First down and 10, new fresh set of downs here for Osage City. Boss going to turn, going to give it to Anschutz. Anschutz going to go off the left side, and he breaks a tackle into the secondary, and he'll be tackled down inside the 20 at about the 16-yard line. He was tackled there by Tony Detweiler. So another big run there from Osage City, a 30-yard run down to the 15. First down and 10, the ball at the 15, 8:40 remaining here in regulation. Anschutz stays as the deep man in the backfield behind Boss. Littrell to the left side of Boss. Osage City kind of been a relaxed, and now they'll come set. Boss, and going to give it to Anschutz. Anschutz, not a whole lot there. He's going to gain a yard, maybe a yard and a half on first down. So bring up second down and a short 9, long 8 here for the Indians. We reach under 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Waiting for Osage City to kind of come set here. And we've got a whistle and a flag, a false start, and it's going to go against Osage City. And so that's going to back the Indians up 5 yards. Like the near side official called a flinch here. Osage City not backing away from the line of scrimmage. The official will now step it off, so instead of second down and 8, it'll be second down and 13. Ball moved out outside the 15-yard line to about the 17. Boss barks out the signals for Osage City. Indians come set. And the give is going to be to Littrell. Littrell not much there as he battles maybe for back to the line of scrimmage at best. It's about the 13 if he got a half a yard on that play at most. Bring up third down and long. It is a gain of about a half a yard. I'm still going to call it third down and 13 in this situation for Osage City. Central Heights has come up with a couple big third down stops. See if they can get another one here. Boss takes a snap. He's going to give it to Anschutz. Anschutz along the left side. He's inside the 10-yard line, tripped down. He'll get spotted down at about the 7. So to bring up fourth down and short. Maybe fourth down and about 2 yards to go from where the stick is along the far side. It's definitely 4-down territory for the Indians here, so they were trying to get a chunk on that one. They've got fourth and short here. The Drives needs to come up with a big stop here on fourth down. Boss going to keep it himself, trying forward, and he is stuffed. And if he has to get to the 5-yard line, it is not going to be enough. So we will see where the spot is. And it looks like Boss coming up. He is hurting. He's trying to hobble off to the sideline, and now he's going to be helped off. We've got a timeout for a spot, maybe a measurement here, and they're going to call it short. They're going to call an injury timeout. I believe they definitely did. They have changed the sticks, and they have spotted the football, brought the ball in, and it is Central Heights first down and 10. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, 21-6. Osage City with the lead. And Landon Boss kept it on that play, tried to run it himself up the middle, and it looked like it was a lower leg, maybe an ankle, as he was not going to put pressure down there. He is limping noticeably when he steps on his left leg, being helped off the field here. So it'll be first down and 10. Central Heights ball about the 6-yard line, we're going to call it. They did not get to the 5-yard line. Osage City had to get to the 5 for the first down. So Boss, quarterback, is just a freshman. I'm not sure who the backup quarterback is for Osage City. Hopefully it's nothing too bad for the Osage City quarterback, but a couple Indians getting loose along the sideline. It is Caden Kirkpatrick in Brecken Bowen. loosening up, but it is first down and 10. The ball about the 6-yard line. Detweiler coming in motion, low snap. The give is going to beat it, Detweiler, and he's in trouble trying to run for his life. Now able to get some positive yards, maybe back up to the line of scrimmage, a gain of maybe a half a yard on the play. Detweiler was in trouble and used his speed to just keep going to the edge and then able to cut it back up. And as inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line where he picked up that football, he was in a tough situation. Going to call it a gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9. Person in the shotgun. Going to look to his right, rolls out, throws. Pass is going to be ruled incomplete. A battle for it. It was intended for Detweiler, and he was met there defensively. Number 20, Brian Bailey on the defense for Osage City. Got there right about the same time as the football. Nobody was able to really gain possession of it. Ball fell to the ground, will be called incomplete. It was close to being a catch and then possibly a fumble, but Detweiler never was able to make any type of a football move. So to bring up 3rd down and 9 here. Officials have spotted the football on the right hash mark, and now they're going to move it back over to the left hash. As the pass was thrown, it was initially on the left hash mark, thrown to the right. Central Heights going to spread 3 receivers to the right. Single receiver wide to the left. Person in the backfield. Low snap. Person going to roll to his right. Looking for a receiver along the sideline, and the pass too high and over the head of the intended receiver was Hunter Bones. And it looks like it'll be a punting situation here coming up for Central Heights. The Vikings unable to move the football here. We've got 5:14 remaining here in regulation. The Vikings trailing 21-6. Central Heights actually going to come out and go for it here in this situation. They do need to get the points. This is a time to go. Burson back to pass. Throwing it over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted there by Osage City, and racing it back for the touchdown is number 16, Brody Luttrell. Flag on the play. We'll see what that is. Might just be, it's probably going to be a block in the back, I would assume, after the catch. So I'm going to say that the interception will stand, but it probably will not be a touchdown for Osage City. We'll have to see. The officials are all huddled up at about the 10-yard line. We've got a targeting call here. And a player will be disqualified from Osage City. So it'll be a personal foul and targeting. And an Osage City player will be ejected. Now, we will see from where the foul occurred. So the touchdown will be erased on the personal foul. I do believe it was during play. It was not called a dead ball foul. So it's going to be 15 yards, I believe, from the spot. So still awaiting. The flag is sitting at about the 8-yard line. I never saw the official put his hand up like it was a dead ball. It was during the play. It'll put the ball out at about the 21-yard line. So it is Osage City ball, first down and 10, the ball at the 21. Again, the Indians, Brandon Boss, quarterback, is sitting over on the sideline, so he is not going to be in. It is Caden Kirkpatrick who will take over at quarterback here for the Indians. Kirkpatrick, also a freshman. More of a running back receiver here, but he is going in to be the quarterback. Kirkpatrick takes a snap, going to hand it to Littrell. The exchange was not very good. The ball went on the ground, but Littrell able to jump on it immediately. Brody Littrell on the carry, but nothing there as the exchange was poor between them. The ball just popped out, went on the ground, and a whistle and a timeout will be called here by Central Heights. 4:47 remaining here in regulation, 21-6. It'll be second down and 11 for Osage City. Starting quarterback Landon Boss over on the sideline. He's got his leg elevated. He's pointing down at his ankle as he's sitting over here. So it looks like it might just have sprained an ankle or something like that. Keeping it elevated, keeping the shoe on, so that usually means such a thing. Leading tackler Dane Whalen has been disqualified from the game for a targeting call on the interception made there by Littrell. Second down and 11 here. Osage City and Central Heights. 4:47 remaining in the game. Osage City 21, Central Heights 6. Kirkpatrick takes a snap, going to hand it off to Crawford. Crawford going to try the right side. He's met immediately, and I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage. He did not. He's going to lose a couple on the play, so it's going to bring up third down and 13, and another timeout called here by Central Heights as they're going to try to preserve as much time as they can. There's 4:40 remaining. They're down really just two scores, a touchdown and a two-point conversion. They'll need to get both conversions as they trail by 15 here in the ball game, but have forced Osage City into a third down and 13 situation. So Central Heights calling their defensive play, bringing the players in. They're going to need to get another stop here. Again, with the starting quarterback out, you wonder how the backup quarterback is as far as a thrower. You'd think that the starter would be the better throwing quarterback in this offense. Again, the backup is also a freshman. Landon Boss was the starting quarterback as a freshman. Kirkpatrick takes the snap. He is back to pass. He's being flushed out to the right, and he'll be sacked by a host of Viking defenders. Give Kirkpatrick credit for holding on to that football. Central Heights again using its final timeout here, third timeout, 4:31 remaining. It's going to be fourth down and very, very long for Osage City here. They've got to get down near the 10-yard line and by the 11, and it looks like the ball will be spotted at the 31. So fourth down and 20 coming here. Central Heights gets the stop. They'll take over. They won't have any timeouts left. They're trailing by 15, 21-6. So they'll need touchdowns and two-point conversions quickly. They're giving themselves a chance here. So the Central Heights defense comes out of their huddle. Osage City, the entire team huddled up at about the 35. Now the offense comes out of the huddle onto the field. And it is fourth down and 20. The ball at the 31-yard line of Central Heights. This time trip receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Kirkpatrick in the backfield. Crawford behind him, and they're going to do a quick kick, and it's blocked by Central Heights, and it'll be picked up by Coy Newell. I believe that was number 77, Jonathan Fox, that got in to block the quick kick. And Coy Newell picked it up at about the 43 and was tackled down as he crossed midfield. Those of the football will be on the 50 But the majority of the football is in Indian territory at the 49-yard line. First down and 10 here for Central Heights. So on the quick kick situation there, nice job by the Vikings to push through. The Indians were standing there, twin receivers to each side, play clock running down. Detweiler in motion. Snap again is low. Detweiler makes the first man miss, breaks the second tackle. He's trying to get out wide, cut it back up. He will lose yardage on the play, and we've got a flag that comes in very late along the far side. So we'll see if this is quite possibly a late hit here or what it is. We have a dead ball, personal foul, going to go against Osage City. So after the 3-yard loss, that's going to move Central Heights forward 15 yards inside the 40-yard line, and that's going to bring an automatic first down here, or it's going to be enough for a first down. So Central Heights now has a first down and 10 at the 38. So we had a dead ball personal foul against Osage City, 15-yard penalty. And it gives the Vikings a first down. Twin receivers each side. Burson in the shotgun formation as the Vikings quickly come up to the line of scrimmage. Detweiler in motion. Get a set up. Now it's trips to the right. Burson rolling to the right. He's going to flip it out. It's Detweiler. He's able to make the first man miss inside the 30-yard line as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 3:57 remaining. Might just be short of the first down. It's at least 9 on the play. Got out of bounds, stopping the clock. Burson looking to the sideline to get the play call. He relays it into his team as Central Heights is going to be now in a situation where they're going to go no huddle right here. Mark will start with the snap. Burson gets it, going to throw it to the left. He's got a receiver over there. Bones is right at the line to gain, and I believe they're going to give it to him. Bones is going to be tackled there. They're going to look for it, and it is good enough for a first down. First down and 10. The ball at up the 27-yard line. We're going to start the clock here. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Burson waits a snap. He's going to look to his right. Now he's going to roll out to his right. And makes a first man miss, and he tries to throw the ball. Ball is down, and there was no whistle on the play. And it's Central Heights covers it up. The flag came from the defensive, from the secondary. So I have to see what the flag is. It looked like Burson was going to try and throw that football, and his arm was moving forward, in my opinion. The ball came out covered by Central Heights, and we've got a flag on the play. Flag is sitting at the 30-yard line. Officials are trying to sort things out here. Referee is going to the side judge along the far side. The linesman on the far side of the field. The play happened on the near side. They're going to spot the ball at the 34-yard line where Central Heights recovered it after what was called a fumble. Now the officials are coming together here to discuss what the flag was. We got a personal foul. It looked like it was about to be called a personal foul. Now the officials are talking to a couple of the players from Osage City. Still have yet to get an actual call from the official. Looks like it's going to be against Central Heights, so they're going to call. Either they're going to take the play and it'll be second down from the 34-yard line, or they're going to move them back first down and long. See what the call is, and waiting for the referee to give us something. It is illegal official block is the signal. There's no point as to which team it was on. I've yet to see what's going on. Apparently it was against Central Heights because now it has been declined. So we've sorted it out. It is second down, or first. I don't know what's going on. Central Heights back to pass. Throw the ball along the far sideline. It is caught and stayed in bounds, able to get back to the original line of scrimmage before going out of bounds. And so it'll bring up, I believe, if I could get a call from the official, it is second down, and they've got it marked as second on the far side. It was first down when they called that, so they must not have accepted the penalty. It'll bring up third down and 11 here for Central Heights. Ball inside the 30 at about the 28. Snap back to Burson. Burson looking to pass, going to throw it out to the right side, and it is just a little bit too tall off the fingertips of the intended receiver. That was Hunter Bones, and it'll bring up fourth down and 11. So the confusion there was the official never gave an actual signal as if there was a penalty or what it was or what we were doing. They started to and stopped on multiple occasions. And so it was second down and long. The pass was complete along the left side back just short of the original line of scrimmage. So now it's fourth down and 11 after the incompletion on third. Central Heights, twins to each side. Burson in the backfield, takes the snap, going to drop back, look to pass. He's going to throw over the middle. The pass is complete there, caught by Cass Burrows at about the 16-yard line. There's a flag down at the 28-yard line. Thrown from here along the near side. If it is, and it is an illegal man downfield against Central Heights. So Central Heights will be backed up 5 yards from the line of scrimmage there, so it'll bring up fourth down and 16 now. Osage City had dropped back into coverage, only had a three-man rush, and I think somebody in the offensive line was looking for somebody to block and must have gone downfield to find that player, one of the linebackers, prior to the pass being thrown. It's actually going to be fourth down and 21 as the ball is moved back out to the 38-yard line. Twin receivers, he trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Burson back to pass, going to throw it short, and the pass is going to fall incomplete as it was just a short pass in the flat out intended for Hunter Bones. And so it'll be a turnover on downs here by Central Heights with 2:53 remaining in the ballgame, trailing 21-6. Osage City will take over with the ball at the 38-yard line. Central Heights needs to get pressure and try and create a turnover here because they need to score quickly to have an opportunity to get an onside kick. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Kirkpatrick in at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage just barely as he had to go. He's trying to follow his blockers on a lead play to the right, but nothing was there. And he got it back to the left just to get about a half a yard maybe on the play. Now Osage City will huddle up as they're letting some clock run here. Clock is their friend, and it is the enemy of Central Heights here this evening. Looks like single receiver split wide, slot to the right. Kirkpatrick going to turn, give it to the first man through, Crawford. Crawford gets across the 40 to about the 41 where he'll be stopped there. 2 minutes remaining here in the football game. It'll bring up third down and 7 yards to go here for Osage City. Again, Central Heights, no timeouts, turned it over on downs there in their last possession. Osage City has it down as we approach a minute and a half remaining here in the ballgame. Patrick marks out the signals. Looks like Osage City is waiting here. 5 seconds remaining on the play clock, and now they're going to snap it off. It's Reed Crawford, nowhere to go. He'll be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Loss of about a half a yard on the play, so we'll bring up 4th down and 7. And Osage City will send this ball away, more than likely try and kick it away, and they'll do so with probably about 45 seconds, maybe a little bit less to go on the clock. Osage City does have some timeouts, and coach is standing right next to the man on the sideline, so he's probably going to let the clock run down as much as he can. And as soon as the back judge puts his hand up in the air, he will probably take the timeout. And he will not do that, and now he does. Osage City with a little confusion there as they were trying to get the right people out onto the field. They'll call the timeout with 32.6 seconds remaining. Osage City going to punt it away here on 4th and 7 at their own 41-yard line, leading 21-6. Central Heights had it there, was trying to drive it down, but a couple penalties on the last drive pushed them out. It was 4th and long and unable to convert. Had to give the ball back to Osage City. Osage City has, with Central Heights having no timeouts remaining, was able to drain the clock down to 32.6 remaining. Osage City will punt this ball away. Central Heights coming on the block, unable to get there. Coy Newell will take the punt at about the 32, bring it out across the 35 to the 36. So with 23 seconds remaining in the ballgame, Central Heights has to go 64 yards, then get an onside kick and do it again. Get back into this football game. The last effort here coming up for Central Heights. Vikings break the huddle now. Osage City's got 4 defensive backs about 15 yards from the football. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Person going to roll to his right under a little bit of pressure, and he'll end up going out of bounds back at about the 30-yard line. There is a flag on the play, holding against Central Heights, and now a dead ball flag will be thrown against the Vikings as well. I believe first flag was for holding. We'll see what the official says. Holding against Central Heights is going to be, yes, it is against Central Heights. And now a personal foul against Osage City. And apparently it was not against Osage City, it's against Central Heights. So it's going to back up the Vikings here with 17.8 seconds remaining. The holding will take place, and then they'll move them back another 15 as it was a dead ball personal foul, I do believe. Central Heights has to go even further and has even less time to get it done here to get back into this football game. It's going to be first down. And a long way to go. The ball inside the 10 now at the 9-yard line. Central Heights, the first down is out at the 47-yard line. Yeah, now it's 91 yards to go. It was 64 yards before the penalties. So 35-yard penalties right there. Central Heights, twin receivers each side stacked up. Person back to throw. Going to throw to the right. And the pass is going to fall incomplete. Second down and 45 yards to go here for Central Heights. .8 remaining on the clock. Central Heights will go into the huddle with the clock stopped here. Again, going to go with twins to each side. Stack the receivers. Person takes the snap, three-man rush, quick out to the left side is going to be incomplete. So it's going to bring up third down. Third down, 45 yards to go. Central Heights needs to complete the pass and just see if they can get something positive here to finish off this football game. They battled hard, trailing 14-0 at the half, 21-0 at the end of three quarters. Got on the board in the fourth quarter, just with 10:56 remaining, but unable to get it done on the last drive. And then here, little last-ditch effort pass out to the left side. Detweiler going to take it down the left side. He's going to stay in bounds, and we will reach the end of the ball game. Final score from here at Osage City is the Osage City Indians 21 and the Central Heights Vikings 6. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 60 seconds to wrap it up from here at Osage City. You're listening to High School Football on KOFO.com.
Every 16 minutes, someone dies on our nation's highways, resulting in thousands of fatalities a year. You can help stop this tragedy. Buckle up. Buckle up everyone in the vehicle. Wear helmets. Pay attention and reduce distractions. While October 10th is Put the Brakes on Fatalities Day, we need you to think about traffic safety every day. Don't let time run out.
Brought to you by the Kansas Department of Transportation and this station.
People like me are powerless over alcohol, and if we could outthink it, outrun it, do whatever we needed to do, we could beat it, but we can't by ourselves. Everything I have, everything I've done, I owe to Valley Hope.
An estimated 88,000 people die from alcohol-related causes annually, making it the third leading preventable cause of death in the United States. For more information, visit valleyhope.org. Sponsored by Valley Hope Association and the station.
And welcome back to the Game of the Week post-game show. Luke Queen here to wrap it up from Osage City, where the Osage City Indians defeated the Central Heights Vikings by a final score of 21-6 this evening. Osage City got on the board first. About halfway through the first quarter, Reed Crawford ran it in from 1 yard out for the Indians. The two-point conversion pass was good, and Osage City took an 8-0 lead. Early on in quarter number two, it was Landon Boss, the quarterback for Osage City, running it in from 16 yards out. Pass on the two-point conversion was failed, and it was 14-0. That's where we went in at halftime. And midway through the third quarter, Boss with his second touchdown run for the Indians, this time from 1 yard out. The extra point kick was good. It was 21-0 Osage City. Early in the fourth quarter, Central Heights facing a fourth down and goal from the 15-yard line, and Brady Burson found Tony Detweiler for 15 yards and the touchdown. The conversion was failed by Central Heights, but with just under 11 minutes remaining in the ball game, it was 21-6. Central Heights got a stop for Osage City and was driving the football, but penalties derailed the Viking drive there as we approached later in the fourth quarter. And the Indians, when Central Heights was out of timeouts, was able to drain the clock down and turn the ball over on downs. Actually, after an attempted quick kick on a 4th and 20 situation, which was blocked by Central Heights. The Vikings had the football with not much time left and trying to score 2 scores very quickly, unable to do so. And it ended up running out the clock on Central Heights tonight. The good effort by the Vikings, especially when they were down 21-0, battling back. They moved the football well, had some good defensive stops, but just unable to find the end zone repeatedly here this evening and fall to 0-6 with the loss to Osage City. The Indians moved to 4-2 on the season. Central Heights back in action next Friday night, where they will take on McLeod, and Osage City will host Silver Lake here next Friday evening. Appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to us on all our frequencies here tonight. But from Osage City, I'm Luke Queen, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed this Game of the Week football broadcast on KOFO.com. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Kramer Pharmacy, Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Lamb Roberts Funeral Home. Our Game of the Week sponsors also include Costantino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, and the Ottawa Herald, the City of Ottawa, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King, Dials Construction, Four Corners Roofing, and Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill coming soon. For more information about our Game of the Week football broadcast, visit the KOFO Sports page at KOFO.com and listen Monday through Saturday for the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.